Coach, your overall thoughts on the win?
I thought it's a really good win. I think Rutgers is a really good club, and real proud of how the team answered, having 3 full days off this weekend, and you could worry about a lackluster performance, and I think we were anything but lackluster today. We weren't sharp, obviously, by our pitching with the 11 walks today, but we definitely swung the bats and made big pitches late, and we're able to shut them down the last few innings.
And Kevin Brantley, of course, 4 for 5, a walk-off home run. Can you just talk about his performance today?
We thought he's been primed to break out at any time this season. I mean, he's super confident, and he had 2 hits, I think, in the Malloy game, which I think got him going a little bit, and then he took it upon himself to hit all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday on 3 days off. He probably hit over an hour all 3 days, and hit yesterday on our practice, and then today. And I mean, he's been really swinging the bat. Now, we weren't expecting 4 hits, 2 doubles or a homer and two homers and a double, but we'll take it for sure.
You talked a lot about how you were the one to really help him through. He tweaked a couple things. What did you actually work on with him?
It actually worked out the game that I was thrown out, that I had to serve in a suspension. I was able to watch him from in front, and he wasn't closing himself off. He was already open, so he was cutting off a lot of balls, so we were able to turn his hip in and get him on the inside part of his leg, and then it made his swing longer through the zone. And you got to really credit him for being able to make an adjustment so quickly.
Top of the 4th inning, it got a little ugly there, giving up the 6 runs. How was your team able to stay resilient and respond and have that big comeback like that?
I thought answering back right in the next inning, we answered back with a run and pressured at 2nd and 3rd also in that inning, and we've got to learn to stop that inning. I mean, we've had that happen on a few Sundays now, and Barbarino's an experienced pitcher, and he's got to be able to shut that inning down. And it worked out poorly for Shields. I thought he was real close to getting the 3rd out of the inning at first base, and the call didn't go his way. And then Andrew's got to come in and pitch better in that situation for sure.
You mentioned some of your pitching. John Tiedemann getting the start today. He started a little bit last year, of course, for you guys. What did you think of his performance today? Because he started a little bit later on.
I thought he was really good. He had good velocity, he had good breaking ball. And to be honest, he thought it was the best he'd felt. I felt really bad that he gave up the run in that inning, because that was going to be his last inning of work no matter what. We're going to need him on the weekend, and but real encouraged by how he threw today. I thought he had one bad outing against ODU, but since then he's thrown really well.
Bottom of the lineup, getting it done today as well. It was a full 1-9 effort. What did you think about your bottom?
I'm happy that we've got a way of scoring runs. That's the thing that we figured out during this winning streak, during this playing better, is we found a lineup that we were able to go to all the time, and with our running game, with bunting, with slashing, picking teams apart, we found some continuity now in the lineup to be able to do a lot of things offensively now.
Matt went 3 for 5 and got robbed. Should have been 4 for 5 in this game. A huge, of course, throw down in 2nd to end that 8th inning. And it might have been the 9th inning, actually.
Yep.
Just talk about his performance and, of course, how important he's been for you all season long.
He's really carried us, for, you could say, almost for the better part of the last month. And, he's brought consistency to the park, and he hadn't had that in 2.5 years. And, in the last month of his career, he's been super consistent. And, I think he's the best catcher in the CAA, and, arguably one of the best catchers on the East Coast. And, now that he's able to swing the bat as well as he does, I think that makes him just that much more of a prize.
Malilla made that play at the end, I believe it was the 8th inning, where he got that play out for Joe Perez. He looked like he scored. What was going through your mind then, and the right starter was able to, in the next inning, be able to get that, swing it out, throw it out?
I didn't have a great angle on the call, but just by looking at it, I don't see how he physically could have stopped him with his foot. He caught the ball on the other side of his body, turned around, and he said no part of Joe's foot got to home plate, and he's running at full speed. I don't see how that's possible. So, and then they get the leadoff guy right on it, and then I think they had 3-0 on the next batter. So, Brett Schreiber, started that next inning, really rough, and then he comes back and strikes out the kid after being down 3-0 in the count, and then gets a strikeout and throw out to end the 9th inning. You've really got to credit Brett Schreiber, for his experience on the year, to have a leadoff walk and then to be down 3-0. I mean, that's been a lot of damage, or could have been a lot of damage, and for him to answer back with 2 strikeouts and a throwout's a real credit to him.
finish the homestand. Now you guys go back on the road this weekend. What are you guys going to be working on to get ready?
We've got to get back tomorrow to get to some drill work with the pitchers to get them back locked in. 11 walks is way too many, and I think we had a hits batsman, so we had 12 free bases and only gave up 9 hits, and that's not good enough to win in the CAA, and we just need to be better. And so we'll get back tomorrow, get a good practice in, get some drill work going, get some work in on Thursday, and then hopefully get a good strong start from Verbitsky on Friday.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.